This is ThriveCasters,
Thriving, not surviving.
tackling youth issues that matter to you.
Hello and welcome to our new episode of ThriveCasters. This is our second live, and today we're going to be talking about COVID-19 and the new rules. I'm joined with.
I'm Jedanay. My Instagram is JEDANAY.
My Instagram is AADAM_Matara, MLTARA. So, Jedanay, how are you coping with the situation at the moment with COVID and all that?
Alright, so I'll just start with what I'm thinking right now. So with going back to school and everything, I just feel before we started going back to school, I thought it was all a bit pointless because it's like they miss out all of these periods and all of these lessons to go through all of these like health checkups and whatnot. And I was just like, if we're gonna miss so much like lessons because of all of this, there's no point in going back. We might as well stay online, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, and on top of that, everything's gonna be more difficult, like getting back into everything. And the lessons are gonna be a lot harder because with me being in year 11, everything's gonna be like, oh yeah, you have to get this done, this done, this done, and then you're gonna have all of these tests because they're gonna be sent to assess grades now. So everything's all a bit like sort of have to rush it all, if you know what I mean. And we don't have that much time to do it. So I mean, it's been a bit difficult, but I'm coping, and it's good. It's good to see my friends again as well. So yeah, what do you think about it, though?
Well, with me, because I go to a sixth form, today we had a meeting in school on what's happening with our our Cambridge technical degrees, and with that, they've scrapped a whole unit, so I'm missing out a whole unit, and it's going to be teacher assessed grade, which means I need to put more work in on everything, and our coursework we've only done half of it, so they're printing that off and putting it in a cupboard for us to carry on next year. So that's stressing everyone out. The teachers are getting stressed because they had an original plan. Yeah, to be honest, we just need stuff to get back to normal. Hopefully it will.
Do you think it's kind of a waste because you like with me, they've sort of what they've done is they scrapped pretty much half of the things we learned because we started an actual GCSE course in year 9 and we chose our subjects in year 8, right? That's how my school worked. So
Yeah.
they scrapped most of the subjects, and then it's like what they're doing now is we're gonna revise one subject or whatever. They're gonna tell us what's on the test, not the questions, but like the subject. We're gonna revise that and then do a test on that and then just like, leave it.
Yeah.
And then I know it's kind of frustrating because it's like I've been doing this course for 3 years now, and half the stuff on there we're not even going to be able to do now. So it's like all that effort has just gone to waste. But I guess for in terms of tests, it's going to be a bit easier for us now, and like we're going to get a lot of help on it. And this I'm not going to say this in a mean way, but it's like we don't really have an excuse to like do really bad now because they're literally doing it in a way where it's like we revise that topic and then we do a test on it straight afterwards. So it's like it's fresh in our minds. It's going to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
But like, do you think you've wasted time on it because like you said that they're scrapping units? So it's like, I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, they are scrapping units, but if you think about it, we haven't even started those units. We only did unit 1.
Oh, yeah.
So they're skipping out a whole chunk of coursework. So I'm, happy about that I don't need to do as much coursework as I need to do. But with it, I won't learn what we were supposed to learn to get the job. So it could put us behind and not be educated in some parts of the sector of that subject, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, you think it's going to affect you in the long run?
Yeah, it's most likely to, especially in health and social care, as that's a very big subject.
I feel like in a few years, if I go apply for a job, they're going to say, oh, yeah, but I need my GCSE grade for it. So I don't know how that's gonna work. If like after all of this is done, I'm gonna have to redo my GCSEs, or if that's gonna be the same for everyone. But
I
I don't know.
I had to miss out my whole GCSE. Like, I was revising every day, every second. Like, I used to stay up at night revising. I find out we go in lockdown. I was angry because obviously I couldn't take my GCSEs, and I worked very, very, hard for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. Carry
I
on.
All right, talk to me about your thought process from the start of lockdown, because like
Start off like
yeah, when this
this
all
lockdown.
started. Nah, like
Like,
the first
yeah.
one. Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah,
first one. So at the first one, I was in a really bad place, as in mentally, because of stuff that was going on. So us going into lockdown, that made it worse. So I talked to it about, how I was feeling and all that to my family, and we sorted out, ways they can help me.
yeah,
Um, it was really hard because when you're like when you can't escape, like go outside more to freshen your mind and all that. Like I couldn't do
yeah,
that, especially because like I live with vulnerable people. It was harder for me to go out.
yeah,
And then, like, obviously, still I was revising just in case. And obviously, that lockdown ended. We went back to school the next year, which is where the second lockdown started. That was pretty calm, but that's when I joined, obviously, ThriveCasters on point. And our third lockdown, which is the one which we are kind of still in and slowly, easing up. This one just, yeah, and it's pretty calm because I've got, friend. I'm going to school. I've got you lot to talk to. Yeah.
yeah. For me, I feel like okay. At the start of the first lockdown, I was in year 10 at the time, and the stuff that my school was doing to keep us educated, it really wasn't a lot. So it was like they put work online for us to do, and like no one really did it. We just sat on our asses doing whatever we want all day, and then it's like I know once a month from our teachers, we got an email to join a call with them so they can like check up on us really, because I don't know if they were like focusing on the year 11s, but like yeah, we didn't really have that much to do. No one really did the work, and then when it got to year 11, it was all a bit. It's just a bit weird, like coming back on and all, and then it's like, oh yeah, now you're in year 11, you have to like start doing this, like it's your GCSE year, whatever. And then yeah, first lockdown ended. No one really did much. I just played a load of games and
Did the
whatever.
harsh reality hit that you had GCSEs coming up?
Yeah, I wasn't really like worried because I was revising it, but it's like all
Yeah.
the work that was put online, no one really did. So, but then wait, was the second lockdown the November one?
Yes, it was.
I think that one was just pointless because I feel like we was just getting back into the gist of like getting into school and everything. Everything's going right, and then it's like, oh yeah, lockdown, yeah, and it's like, oh, but you still have to go to school, you still have to go to work, so it wasn't really like a lockdown, was it? And
Yeah.
then it was a bit weird because it's like straight afterwards. Because what me and my friends used to do after school was like we used to go to the shop and hang out, or whatever, and then go home. But it's like now it's like, oh, you have to come straight home. You're not allowed to leave your house unless you go into school and whatever. It's just it's a bit weird, but it's just something we had to adapt to, innit?
Yeah.
So after that, we came out of lockdown, and then I was allowed to go out with like one friend at a time. So I tried to get out as much as I could, even if it was by myself, like just go for walks, clear my mind, because obviously all of this was mentally draining, honestly, and it was just staying inside all year long. It's so I get bored really easily, yeah, and I need to get out the house. I need to
Me.
get out the house. I need, even if it's just to go for a walk or play basketball down the road, yeah. I just need to get out. And then coming into New Year's, This was weird because it was like December. We was finishing everything, like finishing our topics and whatever. Teachers are like, "Oh yeah, just in case you go into another lockdown, take your books home." I was taking them home anyway, but yeah. And then it was like we was all getting ready to come back in January, and it's like another lockdown on the lessons again. So it was just a bit mad, and honestly, it was kind of frustrating because it's like, oh, we have to stay inside again, and I don't know how long this one is gonna last. So it was actually really aggravating having to do it, and online lessons are just difficult anyway. And then
Especially
like,
that the teachers can't give you proper feedback until you
yeah,
go in.
man, yeah,
Yeah,
it's really annoying. And then it's like in between them, when we was at school from like the November lockdown and whatever, we had to like
yeah.
go off a bit because like if a student tested positive, we had to go off for 2 weeks, and that happened like what, two, three, four times, and then there was
Same.
just online lessons and again and again. It was so dead. Can't see my friends, can't leave the house. But then coming back now that it's been our first week, now that they changed everything, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it. I'm just gonna have to get used to it. I like the fact that the tests are ultimately gonna be a bit easier for us, but it's still a bit annoying the fact that we had to scrap most of it and all that hard work that we did is just gone now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, as we can see, we have some viewers and some comments. Hello, Cheyenne Long, and hello, Gracie Chick. If you have any questions, just pop them in the comments and we will answer them. On my Instagram, if you saw on my story, I did post a story asking if anyone wants to have some questions. Joe Shan has dropped us 3 questions. So the first one is, will things ever be back to normal, or has COVID changed things permanently? So what's your opinion on it?
Um, okay, I was thinking about this and I spoke about this with my friends, and it's like I was saying this thing's gonna go down in history because I thought this was gonna be like the plague, yeah, where we're gonna be stuck inside and whatever. This whole thing came around and wiped half the world out, whatever, yeah. And then
Zombie
it's like,
apocalypse.
yeah, in years to come, they're gonna be talking about this in history books.
That
So
scares me.
yeah,
That actually scared. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Carry on. Sorry for
no,
interrupting.
no, but no, sorry. But then I also think I don't know. I think things will change. Like in the future. I don't know how long because I don't know if like what Boris is saying is like by June we're gonna say like abolish social distancing, everything's gonna go back to normal. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'm really excited for it anyway. But like talking other matters, I think it's a good thing. Like there's definitely positives that came out of this. Like we can say that we survived the pandemic. Like that's kind of mad if you think about it. I don't know. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Well, I think. How should I say it? Okay. So obviously, it might like some rules might not go away. For example, we might now be, have to permanently wear masks in school, as in for health and safety reasons, because of obviously it's a virus, it will never go, it will always be there, but we will have a vaccine for it. And the other thing that scares me, you know how you have those anti-vaccine parents?
Yeah,
That so I think they should have made the coronavirus vaccine like mandatory for every person to have. So obviously we have to look after ourselves and other people because we don't know if they have had the vaccine or not.
yeah. I think I see what you're saying. Because I know people. I'm not going to say anyone, but like I know people who are anti-vaccine, and I guess they're just afraid of the side effects. But I definitely think, like, although it's annoying, I definitely think that getting tested in school is like just to be sure is a lot safer for everyone. I just
Yeah.
want to answer Josh's question. If we're more confident this round about going back to school now, testing has been introduced. Yeah, I think I feel a lot safer knowing that like everyone's negative around me because they're saying, "Oh yeah, you're in lockdown, but coronavirus is just not in schools, is it?" So yeah, and then some people who are like positive before, now that they're negative and like it's safer to be around them. Now that I have to go to this, like I have to go to school in it. So
Yeah.
knowing that I can be safe like that, I don't know, it's just reassuring.
The thing is, like, with these tests we've had in school throughout this week so far, I've developed a you know, like how people have gag reflexes.
Yeah.
I've developed that. I don't have one anymore, and that scares me. I just need to put that out there to everyone watching that I've developed no gag no gag reflexes. Like, just give me a test and I'll take it down. And yeah,
Yeah, but do you find taking the test a bit weird?
doing it
Because it's
myself,
like,
yes, because it feels wrong, and yeah,
I don't know. Okay, when we did it, yeah, it was like having the person there, like tell us what to do and everything, and then she was like watching me. I was like, I felt a bit uncomfortable, and then just taking the test in general was just I just feel it's a bit weird. It's necessary, but it's like, sticking stuff up your mouth, like, and then up your nose. It just kind of cringes me out, but I know I know it's for the best, so I'll just deal with it. I
yeah.
don't know. What do
Um,
you think? What do you think on like the end of lockdown? Because obviously Boris told us his plan. Like at the end of this month, some stuff's going to change. We can go out with more people, and then by like June, yeah.
you know what? I'm just ready to get all my mates over. You know, like just have one day out, just all with them. I can actually give them hugs then.
Are
All my
you
friends deserve
excited?
a hug.
Are you
Yeah.
still
So how
gonna
about you?
be? Yeah, I'm really excited actually. I've lots of plans. I like okay, my birthday's in September, and my nan wants me to do something for my birthday in the summer in August. So I've already made plans with my friends and stuff, and like parties. I'm so gassed. But are you still gonna be like wary around people, like socially distant from people when it's all over?
Yeah.
Because
So
I have some of my friends and they're like, nah, because it's gonna be over in it. I'm like, but it's always gonna be there. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's always gonna be there. But I think with these vaccines, it will help us, like kind of help us. But I think the strands, well, but what I've learned from science, now, this is me becoming technical here. You never see this side of me, so listen carefully. The virus strands will become stronger because they will develop what is, like, I don't know how to explain it, but they will grow stronger and it might end up of another national pandemic going down, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah. So with the virus, we always need to be prepared at this point because we've got online learning sorted out now. We've got the vaccines to defeat the strands we have at the moment, but we don't know the future. So we always need to stay prepared for that.
yeah. I don't know. I'm just I'm just excited for this to all be over, really, because staying
Yeah.
inside. Like, I'm so done with online school. I'm so done with it, and I'm not gonna lie. I've been finished with my school for a while now. I just want to move on. So I can't wait to get back into it. Like go back to. I want to start going to college, restart
Yeah.
my education.
Now,
But
as we're talking about
not.
schools, as we're talking about school, grades. Now,
Oh,
for the first national lockdown, I was in year 11, obviously. Yeah.
yeah.
And while I was in year 11, we got our test results back and they were predicted grades. I got the grade that I didn't expect I would get. And I would say some of the grade disappointed me because they were going off my marks. And obviously, no one focuses on their marks.
Yeah. You know
So,
what?
me being me, I was
No.
angry that I took my own decision to resit two subjects because of it.
That's a good thing though, because that's gonna help you out in your future, isn't it? I
Yeah.
I miss my mocks because we were supposed to have mocks in year 10, and then because of lockdown we missed that, and then we were supposed to have mocks when we came back, but like they wanted to give us a bit of time because like online school and whatever, in year 11, and then we missed that because of lockdown, and then we were gonna have our mocks at the end of January because like online school again, and then lockdown again. So my year we've had no mocks. That's why all of my grades are gonna be off like the upcoming tests that we're doing. And honestly, like even though it's gonna be a lot easier, I'm still gonna revise really hard for it because it's just gonna be stupid of me if I don't.
I would just say, just get as much yeah, well, this is linking to Joshan's question as we can see here. How would you prefer your grades to be calculated? I would say because now it's evidence based, so all the evidence we give into school, it will be based off that. So I want it to be calculated with how much evidence we give in. So it shows us, so we get the right grades we need, as we are studying hard to get the grades.
Yeah, I did all of my online school lessons and whatever, and I've been trying to keep up with that. Um, in terms of assessments, I know
Yeah,
I just need to try my hardest now because it's like these are going to be the most like important piece of evidence because like we haven't done our marks, so like everything that we're gonna do now is going to be like the most important thing that we've done. All the stuff we've done before, they say that they're going to count, but I don't know how much they're going to count. If you know what I mean, because it's like I I've done really good in most of my subjects, and I feel like if I slip now, then that's just gonna be really bad for me in the long run. I feel
yeah.
because I feel I don't know why I just have this thought in my head like all the tests we're gonna do now are gonna be my actual results, no matter what I've done in the past. But like still,
So Joshan asked one more question on my Instagram, and he said, as I can see here, he said, "How much? Well, yeah, how much are the threat? How much of a threat are new COVID strains?" Now, also when I say COVID strains were developed in Leeds, so that scares me. So,
uh,
yeah, what's your opinion on the new COVID strains which have been found?
see, my dad lives in Leeds, and my stepmom and some of my siblings, so that's kind of worrying. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really surprised because it's like we've already been through it twice, and it's like I feel like I don't know if we do go into another lockdown, it's gonna be really frustrating. But it's just something that we're gonna have to do at the end of the day. But I feel like if we do go into another lockdown, not everyone's gonna start following the rules because it's like people don't follow the rules in the first place, and then it's like now that we've done it again, people are getting agitated, so they're gonna start going out more with more people, and then it's just gonna get really messy. So they could start up another one, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I don't really I don't really want to think about any strain coming because I'm just getting used to the fact that in a few months we're gonna get out of it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ah,
So,
is there
well,
any?
wait, Chloe, I'm not, well, you can pronounce the surname if you would like, but Chloe said, "Would you want to have a summer school for better grade?" No, I'm not going to school in the summer. I don't want to go to school in the summer. It will ruin my summer because I love my summers.
You know what? If my summer was in August, yeah, because I already said I have plans for summer. Like, because June is gonna be when it all ends. Apparently, I don't know if he's gonna stick to that. But I'm not going to summer school this year. Hell no, I'm not going to summer school this year. I'm going out with my friends. I'm doing the most this summer because I spent too long locked in my house. Yeah, I can't stay in any longer. I'd lose my mind honestly. So I'm happy that's Wendy.
So, yeah, Joe Shan's question. I was reading it. I can't comprehend it properly because I got dyslexia. So Joe Shan said, "Do you think teachers have favorite students?" Yes. Okay. No. I've got a theory over this. Me and my
Do you
friends came up
think
with a whole theory.
grades would be
All the good students and like all the students who put in more work like in year 11, they got all the highest grade. They got sixes. They got sevens. That annoyed me. In year 11, I was barely in school because because of things which were going on. And they gave me a lower grade because they thought I was bagging a lesson. But I'm a good student. I don't do that.
With my school, one thing that I've noticed is that for the people in the lower sets, they get like, how do I explain this? They don't get the better teachers for the job. So it's like, luckily I don't have to suffer from this, but it's like for the people, like what I'm saying is it'd be better if the teachers that I have in my set, because I'm in some of the higher sets, it's better if the teacher that I have goes and teaches the lower set students, because it's like it feels like they've given up on them, so they're just like, oh yeah, do whatever, just throw them in a lesson and then just like kill time, you know what I mean? I feel like they've given up on them, and that could be due to favoritism. Teachers definitely have favorites in our school. Yeah, it's so deep. Like I'm not gonna get into it, but there's definitely favoritism in my school, and some of it, like some of the teachers, they have given us bad grades because they don't like some of us, and then good grades because they like some of us. So I don't know, but it's something that can't really be helped, in it. Well, not now anyway, because we don't have that long left to school.
So, well, we'll answer this question again. How would you prefer your grades to be calculated? Because I never asked you.
I think the way that my school's doing it now, where we're just like we're focusing really hard on one subject and then we're getting tested on it, like straight away and then leaving it. I think that's the best thing we could do right now, because we've missed so much school. It's just like there's not really much point in doing anything else, really. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or for your case anyway.
For my case, it's just evidence-based because it's sixth form. We aren't sitting half of our exams which we were mandatory to take, and they just want evidence to show that we're actually learning. Mock exams and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have any last thoughts then?
Well,
this is about to hit half an hour.
I don't have any last thoughts. Do you have any last thoughts about COVID? Any last words?
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just happy that like we're starting to get back into things. I'm gonna be hella frustrated if we have to go back into lockdown and scrap it all again. But the fact that there's a plan to like finish everything now, I'm just gassed for. I'm just really excited.
Yeah. Hopefully,
really.
hopefully everything turns out well.
Yeah.
Hope
yeah.
you had a nice day, talking to me about COVID, and I hope our viewers liked it today. Hope everyone enjoyed today's podcast, and thank you for everyone interacting with us with questions. Please follow our Instagram at onpointwm, and thank you for listening. Bye.
Don't forget to follow us on social media at onpointwm and #ThriveCasters. Join us next